Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, CDT. What's up? What it do now? You can refer to me as TT. I'm a C. Uh, we don't have a lot of boxing stuff going on here lately. We had some postponements and everything, but we'll get into that and much more. But first, y'all know the drill. What we gonna do? Last turn two. Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, CDT. Y'all can refer to me as Miss T. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Canelo just had to beat Triple G, and then he's back at the number one spot. I'm asking, in what world they do this at? But before we get into that, y'all know what I start off in the top of my hour. Water check, water check, water check. Listen, I hope you guys still out there drinking all your water. It was a nice day today. It wasn't too hot, but it was hot enough. So I'm sure it was like that across the country, wherever your weather, wherever you used to in your weather. Maybe it was not as hot, but it was still hot. Not to the 21st. I think summer ends on the 21st. But shit, we can't tell down here in Georgia. But I don't know. Still drink your water. You want to keep drinking water even in the wintertime. So, I'm up to my usual. But here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate for 100 ounces of water per day. We should shoot for the stars. Just shoot for that. Now, we know the formula is half your body weight in ounces of water, but that sounds ridiculous if you weigh 400 pounds, don't it? That sounds real ridiculous, because who the hell gonna drink 200 ounces of water? It's a such thing as overdosing on water. So we shoot for 100 ounces. And I'm telling you, you're going to see a major difference in your whole health outcome when you drink water. So please drink your water 2 times a day. If you're not a big water drinker, that you should drink water. And that's first thing in the morning before you start your hygiene routine or your normal morning routine. You should drink some water. Have it ready on the nightstand when you wake up. 8 ounces is all you need. Think of your body as an engine, and you need the water to lube, and it needs to help move those engine parts smoothly, clean things out, push things through, and everything. The second time a day that you should drink water is at night before you go to bed. Even the American Heart Association agrees that water helps the heart. So you should drink your water at night before you go to sleep. And there's a lot of reads going on: revamping, rebooting, recharging, recleaning. You clean yourself out every night and you get yourself ready for the first thing in the morning excretion. As y'all know, that first bathroom break when you wake up. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need a house till I go to the bathroom. Ain't shit starting in that day until I go to the restroom. Because I'd have been caught out there. You get up, let's say your kids miss the bus, you got to run them to school, or whatever. As soon as you step out and you get a little ways from the house, and you stuck in traffic because it's the morning, and then all of a sudden you got to go to the bathroom. It's like, man, I don't leave the house till I use the bathroom. That's a practice I suggest to everybody, because that's what you're supposed to do first thing in the morning. But drink your water. And the fun fact is, the average person burns between 900 to 1,000 calories at night when you're in a deep sleep, not a cat nap, not those little naps. I'm talking about a real deep sleep. You'll burn about 900 to 1,000 calories, and that's pretty cool because you're not even doing that in a hardcore workout. Nobody is, like talking about it. I mean, some people shoot for that, but an average hardcore workout, you burn about 300 tops calories, and so if you burning 900 to 1,000 at night in sleep, man, you should drink your water. And so that's the 2 times in a day that you should drink water. And granted, if you start intaking more water, you're gonna go to the bathroom a lot. But after about a week or so, it's gonna level off. It's really gonna level off. You guys will see the difference and you'll be amazed. So please drink your water. Now we're gonna clean house a little bit. In my humblest voice ever, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. If you have subscribed before, don't hit that button. You already locked in. And if you're watching me on replay, always hit the like and share. Leave a comment too, because I read them. I pay attention. And if you have any questions for me about anything I'm talking about or things that I've said in the past, you can hit me up at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. I read you guys' email and I answer them back. And the people who send me emails, y'all know I do. I answer them back as soon as I can. I ain't gonna say I read the emails every single day, but for the most part, I do. I might miss a day and then come back and catch up the next day. But, I talk about a lot of stuff. So if y'all have any questions or whatever, be sure to send me an email and I'll get back at you. If you're interested in my health routine or a program that I got going, then you can hit me up at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com, and we'll work together and we'll orchestrate or put something together specifically for you. So, be sure to do that. Utilize these emails and this, that, and other. And for the record, I come on between Monday and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know when y'all see the thumbnail, sometimes you see 11:30, but I come on at Monday through Friday, 7:30. I don't know why YouTube does that, but don't pay them no attention on that one. Just hear what I'm saying or read the bottom of my screen. This time I'm going to start off right. Here's a word from our sponsors. I be meaning to do that in the beginning of the show, but I be forgetting and everything. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, it's not a lot of boxing news out there to talk about. I could start off. I like to start off with, the upcoming fights because it's really not a lot to talk about. Makhmudov versus Takam, September 16th, 7 p.m. I don't even know who these folks is. I've heard of Takam, but they don't tell you what network. Canelo versus Golovkin, that's what we all waiting for, right? That's this weekend on the Zone pay-per-view, September 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the following week, Shakur Stevenson versus Kaseykow. And that's going to be on ESPN Plus, September 23rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Parker versus Joyce. That might be an interesting one. I don't know. We got the little guy versus the mummy, and that's going to be on ESPN Plus, BT Sports, September 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hughes versus Galahad on the Zone, September 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, when I'm thinking about this postponement of Clarissa Shields, and I see something like Hughes versus Galahad, why you couldn't put them in their spot? I just don't know. You gonna put them up against Deontay Wilder and all of them? I just don't get it. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubanks, the Zone pay-per-view, October 8th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know who buying that, but some people might. Fundora, this is Fundora, taking care of work, staying active, staying busy. Fundora versus Ocampo. Who thinks that fight gonna go more than a round? That's Showtime, October 8th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Paro versus Jarvis. I don't know them. The Zone, October 15th, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not getting up at no damn 6 a.m. What the hell? The Zone had lost their mind. I guess it's noon where they at. Wilder versus Hellenius. Fox pay-per-view, October 15th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's Wilder. That's Wilder right there. Hey, we gotta make some arrangements. Haney versus Kambosos too, ESPN Plus, October 15th. Haney is entertaining the thought. Of course, he always has the fight in Loma, but they say Loma is entertaining the thought too. We shall see. I know after Haney, take care of this light work right here with Kambosos, I need him to go fight somebody significant. It's his last fight with Bob, but shout out to Haney for seeing it through and doing what he had to do. And that's October 15th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fury versus Hunter. That's Huey Fury. He was banned from coming in the States. That's why his fight with Jake Paul had got canceled. So he's going to be on Sky Sports October 29th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jojo Diaz is back up in the ring versus Cepeda on the Zone October 29th. That's worth a look-see. 29th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I always tell you guys, I don't care what they say. The undercard that the Zone be putting up is good. I've rarely ever watched a DAZN fight where the undercard doesn't take my breath away. So, if it's free, it's worth watching, y'all. Lomachenko versus Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz, whoever this guy is. ESPN Plus, October 29th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's his tune-up before he get into something with some real folks, I guess. And Bivol versus Ramirez. Bivol, you got cornered into that one. Bivol was minding his business, waiting on a rematch with Canelo. And Canelo out here talking like he's still Big Daddy. You ain't Big Daddy no more. You took a loss. You talking to Bivol like you sonning him, but he sunned you. Talking about something, if you lose, there ain't gonna be no rematch. He's still talking like he's a shot caller. I don't know. It's up for the world to say he is or not. But I don't see how you can talk to the guy you lost to like that. Bivol versus Ramirez, the Zone, November 5th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cordina versus Rakimov, the Zone, November 5th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Montana Love versus Spark, on the Zone, November 12th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, that's the latest and greatest in boxing news. Well, events or fights that's coming up and all that stuff. So Canelo all he got to do is beat Triple G and he's number one again. Well, they come up with some whoppers, don't they? Eddie Hearn says if Canelo wins against Triple G, he's back in the number one spot. Now, I asked where they do that at. How is that possible? All he got to do is beat Triple G. Who the fuck is Triple G? They act like both of these dudes got Big Daddy Top Chef status or something. Neither one of them are Top Chef. Canelo took a loss. Triple G then fell off. Now I think what it is with them two is they broke 1,000,000, I think, in one of their first or second fights. And they ain't letting that shit go since. You know what I'm saying? Well, we liked it the first 1-2 times we saw it, but now it's on the third one. A lot of people believe that Triple G beat him the first time. A lot of people believe that Canelo came back and beat him this time. So now they're going to have the three. But either way, it was a draw, and then it was, I think it was a draw, and then Canelo won. So now Triple G got to win. And do you know that they already setting it up for there to be a fourth? They already talking like, oh, it's going to be a fourth. And I'm like, why? How? They broke 1,000,000 pay-per-view buys. Granted, kudos to them. But they keep coming back to this well. Like Canelo and Triple G is the only fights that anybody want to see. I'm sure if Canelo loses his belts, his undisputed, he gonna want some get back. He gonna want them to run it back. And maybe that's what they talking about. You know, but they talking like shit. Even if Canelo wins, there might be another fourth one. I mean, find somebody else to fight. Good Lord. Charlo said a couple of years ago he wanted to fight you. Let's see if he still want to. Don't he need the money? Talking about Jamal Charlo. But why is Eddie saying that Canelo is back at the number one spot? All he got to do is beat Triple G. I think Eddie says that shit because Canelo is signed to him. Don't you guys think that? So I really do believe that Eddie says things like that because they signed to him. If he wasn't signed to him, why would he say that? Why would he? That don't even make sense. If you take a loss, you don't just drop to the level right underneath you. You drop a couple of levels. From my understanding, didn't he drop like 3, 4, whatever levels or whatever? Or under people? You can't keep holding this guy at the top. You're not letting people through. You're blocking up the line, so to speak, by holding Canelo at the top no matter what he does. Canelo about the only fighter I know who can take a loss, who can but win the fight. Like take a loss and don't drop nowhere to still be number one in certain places. I mean the caking that they do for this man. And Canelo, you know what? It's not like he doing it. So if they want to do it for him, I guess he feel like shit. Why should I stop him? Why would anybody stop anybody? If that's what you want to do, you want a cake for the man. I mean, hell, you know, I guess anybody gonna take the cake. Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake. That's what they doing with him. This man has some weird ass standards that only he have to meet. He back at the top. My ass. He back at the bottom. He's still at the bottom. He got to work his way back up. You're not just going to get it in one fight. He got exposed. He was talking big daddy shit. He was like, hey, I'm going up to 175 and I'm going to take them dudes belts. And then I'm going to beat this light heavyweight and this cruiserweight. I'm going to take their belts. And he got exposed by a pure boxer. It's not like he didn't get exposed before. Floyd Mayweather already exposed him. You don't have to be big to beat him. You just have to move your legs and feet. You have to shuffle them joints because Canelo cannot keep up. You got to make him pick up his big ass feet, and he can't do that. Not that great. Don't get me wrong. Canelo's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. but he can't move them legs and feet. So to me, he don't move them so bad that you could advise as a coach. Now don't put him in the ring, because I've met some people like that, and I'll be like, hell no, don't put that dude in the ring. Hey, if he value his life, if you value his life, don't put that dude in the ring. Shout out to Cujo, he know who I'm talking about. Yeah, some people you can't put in those type of situations when they got bad leg work and footwork. It's not that Canelo got bad leg work or footwork. It's that he don't move them. And ain't no pill, no whatever the fuck he took. What was that shit he took? Clenbuterol or whatever. I don't care how bad you cheat. That's not gonna help you. Whatever methods people find to cheat, it won't help you learn how to move your feet. You either got rhythm or you don't. And Canelo don't have no rhythm. So anytime he face a fighter that's gonna make him pick them big ass feet up, he gonna have problems. And they either gonna cheat or cake for him, or they gonna call it like they see it. Because like I said, Lara beat him. Canelo should have 3 losses on his record right now. Mayweather, Lara, and Bivol. Now, 175 proved to be too much for him. So he had no choice but to go back down to his wheelhouse now, which is 168. But you can't go back down there fighting nobody. And you can't sit on the belts and hold them forever. So by him being stuck now, are we going to ever see some good fights at that weight? Because where else can he go? Reginald Peters is in the building. What's poppin', King? Say, hey, Miss T. What's up, Miss T? What's up, Reggie? I said, look, I was speaking too fast. But like I said, Canelo, he's in an interesting situation right now. He's in a precarious situation. Because if he wins, for me as a fan, if he beats Triple G, that don't mean shit to me. You just beat Triple G. Y'all fought 3 times. What does that mean? If Triple G beats you, Canelo, it will mean a lot to Triple G. Because he will finally become undisputed. Something he never did in his career. And he, trust me, at the end of his career, if Triple G finally beats Canelo, and I believe he wants to beat him so bad, I, with everything in me, feel like he wants to beat this man. Triple G ain't playing. He coming for them belts. He coming for the head. But if Triple G wins, he gonna celebrate so hard and be so happy that he has become undisputed and that he beat Canelo and got a fair shake. Because he already talking like, don't cheat for him. Don't, he's talking like that precautious shit. Because with Canelo, you just never know, I guess. But if he wins, if Triple G wins, it'll mean more to him, the win, than it'll mean to Canelo, the win. Because it doesn't propel Canelo nowhere. He still got unfinished business with Zerto. So I guess Canelo feel like, now see, look, this is the situation now. If Zerto beats Bivol, then what happens? Bivol loses his title. Zerto becomes a light heavyweight champion, right? Canelo has told Bivol, if you lose, the rematch is off, right? Okay. But the rematch, nobody has said whether that rematch will be at 168 or 175. I know when they talked about it after their fight, Bivol expressed that he don't mind going down 168. He was like, I'll beat your ass at 168, 175. It don't matter. But they haven't gotten that far. But Canelo has let him know prior to his fight, if you lose that fight, Bivol, There ain't no rematch between me and you, bro. And I say, why is he talking like that? You lost to this man. You talking like you beat this man. Like you just ball a shot caller. And then it hit me. It hit me. I should have saw it straight up. Canelo don't really want to have to rematch Bivol in the first place. But he damn sure don't want to fight Zerto. Damn sure don't want to fight that man. Reginald Peters said the heat on Canelo, he got destroyed twice. It's a lot of boxing killer at 160 and 168 looking for him. Yeah, Canelo is boxed in, y'all. He is boxed in. It don't matter which way he go. He got to go back down. You can't pull the wool over the fans' eyes no more. You can't bring the Rocky Fieldings and the Yieldings or the Callum Smiths. You got to fight some people. You got to hit up Benavidez. You got to hit up Andrade. You got to hit up Charlo. You got to fight some people. Because taking your ass to 175 ain't the ticket neither. I just talked about the other day that I feel like at this point it's ducking. And I said, well, Canelo, you live in the United States, okay? We don't do exclusion here in the United States. At least that's not what we're supposed to. Boxing is open to any and everybody. Boxing is open to any and everybody. I want that to be clear. We live in America. There is no sports that we have that's exclusive. So you can't make exclusive declaratory type statements. I'm not fighting my countrymen or Mexicans. What the fuck? You gonna fight whoever they put in front of you, or whoever you say you're gonna fight. I mean, you get a choice of who you're gonna fight, but you can't do it because you cannot not fight them because they're your countrymen or your. We don't do exclusion. That's discrimination. And my answer to that, and it should be all of our answer, get the hell out of our country. If that's what you're about. We didn't fought those battles. We fought those battles back in the 60s. I thought we settled those battles. We don't do no exclusion here. That's ducking. That's a nice, convenient way to duck. And then it's contradictory and it's hypocritical. Because you do fight your countrymen. You fought Chavez Jr. You have a problem then. Ain't he Mexican? Isn't he from Mexico? You have a problem then. But two people, Canelo don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Bivol. Anybody he know he can't beat and he just took a loss to, he don't want to fight them. He don't want to fight Bivol again because he can't beat him. There's no blueprint in his arsenal that he could use that'll teach him how to beat Bivol. He don't move his legs, so therefore he ain't going to beat Bivol. But he'd rather fight Bivol than to fight Zerto Ramirez because Zerto got a chip on his shoulder. If Zerto beats Ramirez, beats Bivol, oh my God, Zerto been working overtime on this one. If he beats Bivol, and Canelo said the rematch is off, Canelo will never fight Zerto Ramirez. Canelo is not going to fight another light heavyweight. He's not going to do it. He ain't going to get in there with Beterbiev. He's never going to do that neither. So he's stuck. He's stuck at 168. Now he's about to fight Triple G. They done broke 1 million pay-per-view buys before, and they hoping that they'll do it again. This is what helps him stay in that big fish category. Because if he sells the most pay-per-views, if he's the boxer out there that's putting asses in the seat and selling pay-per-views, this is why he can garnish a $50 million purse or $40 million purse. Because look at what he doing. Canelo ain't stupid. I was like, once you get crack-a-lacking and you get on the good foot, you never get off it. You never get off it. Because Canelo is on the good foot. He can't lose money if he tried. He would have to try real hard to fail or to lose money. And Canelo could be at the end of his career. He young, but what else? Where else can he go? Anybody got any ideas? Where else can Canelo go? Have they effectively trapped this dude in a box? Reginald said Tank is in the same boat too. Tank need to fight Devin Aloma. Yeah, all of them eventually get trapped. All of them eventually get trapped. And like I put my link in the chat. I really believe they have effectively trapped Canelo. And I wasn't even seeing it. Because by him going to fight Triple G, there's a risk. I think Triple G wants it bad. If he loses fight, who is Canelo? He's going to lose his standing. And what I mean by that, he's going to lose the relevance that he has, or the anyway cavalier type attitude about them paying him these big bucks. No matter where he go, they want to pay him 40 and 50. I mean, they just throwing it at him. Mayweather had to earn that shit. Mayweather, latter part of his career, he was making, in the beginning, when he first signed with Showtime, Mayweather was making like 32, 35, something like that, $1 million on his purse. For a long time, it wasn't until he fought somebody like Canelo or I think even then he still got a $30-something $1 million purse. But when he fought Pacquiao for sure and Conor McGregor, then Mayweather get those $100 million purse. But he steadily got 30 and 40. I don't even remember if he ever got a 50. But he got 100. So shit, that's better than 50. But that's for fighting a certain person. Canelo is getting $50 million and $40 million to fight. Purse. Now, how do you justify that when you keep losing? Because I think this Triple G fight, I don't know, I got this gut feeling, and I could be wrong, but I think Triple G gonna get him. I think he gonna get him. Because I think where Canelo is right now in his career, he's in a precarious situation. If Triple G bests him, or it's a draw, or Triple G wins, but that's going to hurt Canelo's standing. And then after that, I guess he got to go try to fight Bivol. Or do he got the rematch clause in his thing? That's why they was hinting around at a fourth fight. Because, yes, they hinting around at a fourth Triple G fight. And I'm thinking that that's a rematch or something. But they didn't say that. They said something about the fourth time around. What? I'm like, the fourth time around? So if Triple G wins, Canelo going to want him to run that right back. That's number one. If Canelo wins, he going to take his ball and go home. But he got unfinished business. He has to fight Bivol. But if Bivol loses, then that's the only get out of jail card for Canelo. In a sense, where he can get some downtime or relax time. Ain't nobody going to have the fucking eyes won't be on him like a laser beam for a little bit. He'll get a little reprieve if Zerto beats Bivol. Reginald said Triple G need to beat on him out the gate for 12 rounds. Exactly. Triple G need to move his feet and legs. If he can't do it, I don't know. If he can't do it, then you got two waist and above fighters. Because that's all Canelo going to do. He going to move that waist. He definitely can move that waist real good. That's all he going to do. But I guess with Canelo, the best outcome for him would be for him to win the fight with Triple G, and then Bivol to win. I think he was, concerned about Bivol losing his fight. That's why he was saying what he's saying. Now, dog, thinking, it's kind of like a scare tactic / motivating tactic. Hey, if you lose this fight with Ramirez, ain't no rematch with us. It's gone. And I'm sure Bivol like, shit, dude, I want to make some money. You a good dance partner. I guess I can't lose this fight. I guess I better beat Zerto. But Canelo don't want to fight either one of them. But between the two, I guess he'll fight Bivol. But he do not want to fight Zerto. If Zerto wins, he would have won the belt at the 175-pound division. Canelo don't have to go back up to 175 again. And he won't. If Zerto wins, he will not. I don't think he even wants to fight Beterbiev. So for Canelo, a win with Triple G, a win with for Bivol to win over what's the name, Zerto, and that's the best outcome for Canelo. Then he'll rematch Bivol. I don't know if he'll be ready for December, but he's going to rematch Bivol if he wins, and if Bivol wins, and they'll make some money. But this time, I'm assuming they got to go somewhere else. And since he linked up with Eddie Hearn, it would be quite easy to make a Middle East fight. It'll be quite easy and take some Anthony Joshua and Usyk money home. You can't knock that money though. 75 million, I can't get over it. But if things don't work out like I just said, Canelo backed into a corner. If he loses the Triple G fight, and Bivol wins, why would Bivol want to fight him again? He don't have nothing to offer at that point. But if he loses that fight and then Zerto wins, Canelo ain't going to 175. So where he stuck at? What he gonna do? Go back to 147? He gonna go down to 154? Or he gonna stay at 168? He gonna go down to 160? What he gonna do? He is literally boxed in the corner. I want to see how this play out. Because maybe I'm missing something. Ray New Salters is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, Queen, Miss T, what up, though? Sounds like you feel better, and that's what's up. I do. I have a little in my voice, right? Little The other day, I was a little weak. But yeah, I was like, yeah, today we're going to talk about in boxing news. I want to talk about... That's how I was talking, I know. I was weak as hell. But I had took some medicine, like I said. I don't like to call it high, but when you like do. I couldn't even drop the link because I didn't know if I could have a conversation with somebody. I was like, let me just make statements. But the link is in the chat if y'all want to jump in. But yeah, I find it interesting that Eddie Hearn is already pleading Canelo's case. Talking about if he win, he back on top, number one. Number one where? Is he talking about the rankings? Pound for pound rankings? Number one where? In the division, you already number one. How can you lose number one when they didn't take no belts from you? You're the undisputed champ. Number one where, Eddie? But Eddie would say that because he signed with him. And he wants to make the most money off of all Canelo fights. But remember, the contract said 3 fights this year. This weekend will make 2. He will have one more to obligate, that 150 or 160 mil that everybody said he was going to get. but it's supposed to be this year. I don't know what happens with that money if he don't make the deadline this year. But no, Eddie Hearn, Canelo do not bounce back to the number one position with a win over Triple G. That don't work like that. Who the fuck is Triple G at this point? That don't work like that. You gonna cut in front of other people just because you finally got a win? You lost technically 3 times in my eyes. Because, and I don't even like Islam Laura as a boxer. I don't hate the man. Let me be clear. I don't hate him. But I ain't impressed about him as no boxer. I really don't. It's almost like I was like, T, are you hating? The motherfucker can't box. I just don't. I don't like sneaky conniving motherfuckers. And Islam Laura is a sneaky conniving motherfucker. When he senses he loses, he cheats. He do dirty tactics. Opponent be damn. He don't give a damn. That shit that he did to El Perro a while ago. This was a long time ago. He thumbed him in the eye on purpose. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Did you see how big that dude head got? Your win was so important, Laura, that you risked putting this dude eye out, making him a cyclops because you needed to win. I don't like people like that. I will ride you. I will get on you. This is why I get on Earl Spence. I like Earl Spence. But Earl Spence feel the need to hit you in the nuts to get his wins. And if he listen, he probably be like, that is not what I'm doing. But you are doing that. I'm watching you. I'm watching you on your fights do that shit. And it don't look like it's an accident. Because you keep going back to it. You chronically hit people in the nuts. And I don't get it. I don't like any fighter that got to resort to devious tactics just to carry the day. If your skills is all that, let that speak for itself. I don't like when people, me personally, I ain't say it don't matter if I like it. I just don't like it when you move strategically. Canelo, I try to avoid calling him a duck for a long time, but I'm straight up calling him a duck now. He strategically position himself in certain positions to have leverage. And I can't be mad all the way at him because a lot of people do that. So I ain't gonna be no hypocrite. That's, I guess, if you want to win, then you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm not in agreement with the clenbuterol at all, but like strategically placing himself and this, that, and the other, if he's allowed to get away with it, it's hard to be mad. But getting extra favors, hell no. He should have been dropped when he got caught. I don't know what they should have did. I know people was waiting on that fight because I think he did it before one of his fights with Golovkin when he got caught with the clenbuterol. But this notion that Eddie Hearn's like, oh, he's back to number one. How, Eddie? Number one, where, Eddie? And Canelo, why don't you speak out? Why don't you tell them, stop putting the cart before the horse? In other words, stop giving you extra shit that you one by one earn it. Now Canelo say things like, I took a loss and I just got over it. And that's what Bivol got to do. He talking like Bivol gonna lose already. Just because you scared of Zerto don't mean Bivol is. Tay was in the building. What's up, King? Canelo for president. He was cleared of all charges. Canelo was not guilty, just like O.J. Simpson. Tay, cut that out. It's not. See, to me, I find it amazing that he's trapped now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what Eddie Hearn said, that all he got to do is beat Triple G and he's back at number one. I'm like, number one where? And no, that cannot be true. And Eddie Hearn, you would say that because he's fighting for you. You got to pay him. And you want him to be the number one. You want him to break records or whatever the pay-per-view. I can almost, in my gut telling me, and I could be wrong, I don't think they're going to break 1 million like they did that first fight. Or whatever fight they did when they broke up over 1 million pay-per-view. I think that time has came and gone. Tay said Canelo is back to number one. He beat a 40-year-old legend who in history has beaten a 40-year-old. You got jokes. If the needle don't fit, you must have quit. Canelo is innocent. Yeah. Tay just clowning. But in the end of the day, that's what Eddie's saying. And they, sometimes I think they believe their own hype. And then I was about to get real upset because look, we gotta, like I said, shout outs, recipes to Queen Elizabeth II. And I know England pretty much shut down because of her passing. Matter of fact, I've been looking at a whole lot of stuff concerning that. They was doing their procession today, transferring her body from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall or whatever. And I was watching that. I mean, she's very much worth it and newsworthy. So I get why they postpone it. I don't get why they put the women's card up. They put it in such a way that it's doomed to fail. When I be saying you do what you want to do, you throw your money away, you do. Bob, Aaron, what the fuck y'all doing? Why would you have it going up against Wilder? Them girls is not gonna get the time and effort from everybody like they would had they not been going up against Wilder in them fight. All the places you could have put them, why that day? And then when they do poorly, you know what they're gonna say? Well, the girls, they just don't do well. That's messed up. But and I will feel a certain way too. But as I'm sitting here watching that fight be postponed, I said, but Triple G and Canelo can keep going. And then I realized, oh, they fighting in the States. We're not canceling shit. Tay said Facts is due to fail on October 15. Yeah. Too many dates, Wilder and Haney. Yep. Like, come on, it's impossible for them to do good. I'm a support though. Yeah, me too. It is. They setting them up for failure, y'all. And that's something we gotta really be looking at. As all the women on that card, shout out to y'all. We gonna try to find a way to support you, but you doomed to fail. And I can't say I'm blaming the guys who the fighters or whatever. Wilder and them had their date before you. Nobody could have predicted Queen Elizabeth passing on Thursday before y'all fight. And we understand the nation, the UK nation, while they mourning. And because all eyes is on this whole transition of monarchy. I ain't gonna say power, but monarchy, because the monarchy doesn't have the power over the nation. But the transition is a lot of pomp and protocol that got to be adhered to. So we get the postponement. But y'all could have picked a better date. And then, like I said, Canelo and Triple G still going. I'm like, okay, what the fuck going on? But then Canelo and Triple G is at the T-Mobile Arena in the States. We not canceling the shit. They could have moved that. They could have moved the fight to New York, maybe. And I'm sure people would have came out. Either way, they gonna take a loss. Those ladies was gonna be fighting at the O2 Arena. I think that's where they was gonna be fighting at the O2 Arena, which that's where Joshua always fights. 80,000 people. Now they be lucky if they get a handful of people to watch. Because I tell you no lies. As much as I like the ladies, and I do support them, I'm gonna have to catch you on a replay when it comes to not Joshua, Wilder. People gonna be at that Wilder fight. So, was that the purpose? To make sure that they don't have a good showing? Nobody else, like I said, it's really not one of them things you can point a finger and say people did this on purpose. But whoever was in charge to make it better, to take the postponement and make lemonades or whatever, they dropped the ball, I feel. Tay say, I just hope the UK fans can carry them. They in the UK time difference, you should be fine. Now you got Haney and Camboso on that same night. I just read y'all the times. I could go back to it. Where they gonna fit in? You got Wilder versus Hellenius on Fox pay-per-view October 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Haney versus Cambosos 2 on ESPN Plus October 15th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, which one you gonna watch? Because what's gonna come out of this news? Canelo is the cash cow. Canelo gonna have a better showing than probably Wilder. You gonna have people watching Cambosos and Haney. You gonna have people watching Wilder and Hellenius. Which one of them gonna fare better? All the people that's watching will want to see both. Probably gonna have to have two TVs going at the same time. People gonna want to see both. But I'm gonna tell y'all this though. If you go to the app Fight TV, FITE, if you have a smart TV, that app is on there. If you have Roku, you can add it to your lineup. But if you go to that app and become a member and subscribe, whatever, you can order that fight. I don't even think you have to be a member. You can order that fight even the next day. So don't forget that, y'all. Tay say I'm talking about the ladies. Yeah, but the time was gonna be. I'm only reading the time schedule for when it's showing to us in the States. Yeah, 6 hours time difference. Should be 6 or 5, depending on the time of year. From UK to us, they are ahead of us 6 hours. But what I'm saying is when they gonna show the fight, because like Australia, when they did Haney and Cambosos, the first one, they fought on the Sunday, but we all saw it on the Saturday. Remember? So yeah, they do have the time difference situation that they have to work through, but how they show it in the States, if they themselves could be fighting during the daytime, But, we're going to see it at a reasonable time that we normally see fights here in the States. They said hopefully one can end early than the other. I don't know. I know for me, against all the fights that's going to be planned that day, I'm with Wilder. That's why I say whoever picked that day didn't know what the hell they was doing. You said, I got Roku. He said, ladies at 2 p.m. On the zone, Eastern Standard Time. He said the fight is at 2 p.m. Okay. So we might get to see him then. So you turn to the zone. I don't think it's pay-per-view for the ladies. And then you'll watch that card. By the time that card ends, you're gonna have to make a choice between Wilder and Helenius and Kambosos and Devin Haney. You have to make your choice between those two. But whoever put that, it's fights like let me read it. Not to put these folks down, but I got to do it. I got to be real. Mock Moldov versus Takum. Why the fuck we need to see that? And what network that's playing on? We can move that shit somewhere. Hughes versus Galahad. We can move that shit somewhere. But that's the 24th. So I'm assuming that that's going to be on a Sunday, but that's at 2 p.m. I don't know what time football goes down on Sunday. No offense, but Fundora versus Ocampo, ain't nobody pressed to see that. We're going to watch it. It's a busy fight for Fundora. Prime example, this person, Paro versus Jarvis. We don't need to see this shit. Get them the fuck out of there. We don't need to see Huey Fury versus Hunter. We don't really need to see that. Cardino versus Rocky Mall on November 5th. We don't need to see that. So, people just got to plan and organize their shit a little better. Tay said, nah, it's Sky Sports Top Rank. That's ESPN. But we in football season now, so they got to be more strategic of how they pick their dates. You said IG, it will have to be the pay-per-view because there's no way 2 top-ranked fights in the same day. They can be. He says Tay says it's on the Sunday. The 24th, yeah, it's a Sunday, I believe. Let me make sure. Oh, Lord. I was like, man, why would you put it on that day? No, the 24th is on a Saturday. This year, September 24th is a Saturday, and the 25th is a Sunday. So the 23rd is a Friday. So let me go back. Damn. So Kaseko and Stevenson is ESPN Plus. That's on a Friday. Whoa. And there's a thing that they could have did. Then they could have moved their fight maybe on a Friday. Maybe the Friday before the 15th. Let me see what day the 15th is on. 24th in September is on a Saturday. The 24th in October is a Monday. The 15th is a Saturday. Damn, it's the third Saturday in October. They could have did it on the 14th of October, which would have been a Friday night fight. I don't know really what they trying to do with that one. My bad, it's on the 15th, which is a Saturday. Yep, that's college football. Yeah, but do college football still be playing into the night or whatever? I don't know. I don't know the schedule. Hey, but in other news, I just want to mention Keyshawn Davis is interested in a shot with Lomachenko. You know, they put the mic in his face, and he said, "Yeah, he see himself getting with Lomo before Lomo retiring. He wants a shot. Mark time on this one because Lomo ain't gonna want to fight him. Lomo ain't gonna try to fight no young killers. I'm gonna tell you what Lomo gonna do. If Lomo be so lucky to fight Devin Haney and he wins those belts, I don't know if he will or won't. But if he had won those belts, Lomo is gonna no Loma Chico. Wait a minute, Loma is 135, right? Yeah, if he fights Devin Haney and he wins, he's gonna retire. He was like, I'm done. You know, Keyshawn Davis only got 5 pro fights, but under his belt. But look at the situation. He has no belts. Lomachenko has no belts. Why not? If he easy, then fight him. But once a person start calling you out and saying they don't mind fighting you and they interested, and you don't really answer back or you don't say nothing, I ain't gonna say ducking, but eventually, like right now, Keyshawn asking, in my Tupac voice. At first, we was asking, but then all of a sudden, we gonna get to now bust through the door, spraying the floor. remember Tupac said that? He said, we hungry, we want to eat. He said, first we was asking. But that's how I see Keyshawn Davis. First he's asking. Ain't no animosity, ain't no big brouhaha about it. He just said, hey, yeah, I would like to fight him. I want to fight him. Now Lomachenko, he looking for tune-up fights. Hey, there you go. You ain't got no belt, he ain't got no belt. Hook that up. But if he comes back and say, man, he needs some experience, motherfucker, if you fighting tune-ups, you should fight anybody. When y'all come into the ring, when you become professional, you come saying that you're ready. That's what we all expect, that you're ready to go when you become a professional. Ain't no wait, give them time and this, that, and the other. It's up to that boxer in his career to move at a pace that's good for him. But other fighters shouldn't disregard them because they young in the game, or young light in the ass or whatever. You shouldn't go through them changes if you're a boxer when somebody younger than you trying to get at you. But now, if you're on a trajectory for those belts and you right there at the cusp of getting those belts, I understand. I totally understand that it's more beneficial to you as the boxer to go for the glory, to get the belts, to get the hardware, and then come back and think about these people behind you. But if you out there just looking for a tune-up, and this guy said, hey, I'll be your huckleberry, then you need to go ahead on and square up with him, regardless if he young and if he lighting the ass to you, or he not in this career. That's what you do. You fight him. If you think you better, then show and prove. If he think he ready, and then he should know if he ready or not. He's saying he is, then end this career. What you want, and I hope if any of these young fighters that's new to the game, if you lose, I'm hoping that you don't say I want to end my career, because life ain't promised you to win every time. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. But as long as you get back up and try harder the next time, that's who you need to be in competition with yourself. But Lomachenko, he's in a unique situation too, because he got a fight, which is a tune-up fight for him, and he want to get at Devin Haney so bad, but Devin is preoccupied. Devin has to fight Kambosos. Once Devin finished that, Devin can fight whoever. When Devin fight coming up October 15th, and I guess Lomachenko gonna fight sometime at the end of the year. So now Devin gotta wait for months. October, so it's like November, December, January, probably February. I don't know how long it would take Lomachenko to do a turnaround and be ready. Or from what they saying, he got to do tune-ups with an S. In the meantime, in between time, you got somebody like Keyshawn Davis this game. He said, let's go. Tay said, what happened to my comments? Where they blocked? I didn't block anything. I don't even block nothing over here. He said, I commented something. Where did it go? It's there. It's got to be. I didn't block it. But that's all I really had to say about boxing today. It ain't much, ain't much going on in boxing. If enough of y'all ask me in my Boxing Fans Talk Gmail, then I will come on and tell you guys how to clear your credit, even if it's just for 30 days, so you can go get whatever it is you want to get right quick. I'll tell you that. But if enough of y'all ask, because I've said it several times on here, how to do that. I've seen a couple of people send me that email, and I responded to them. But if enough of y'all want to know, I'll do that. Other than that, stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. That's right. That's right. You can win a brand new TV, and I'm going to send it to anywhere in the 48 that you, as you see, I'm excluding Hawaii and I'm excluding Alaska. I'm not paying that to send it there. But anywhere in the 48, I will send that TV. If y'all help me get up to 1,200 subscribers. All y'all got to do, like I said, every time I do a service call or I'm doing a 1-800 number, I'm trying to get, somebody to come fix this or fix that, or I'm at the store. Right when I conclude my business, I say, hey, can you do me a favor? You got your phone with you? Most people got their phones. I would say, hey, can you subscribe to Boxing Fans Talk TV? I don't even tell them to hit the notification bell. I be like, help us, sister. I'm just trying to get my subscribers up. They be like, okay, cool. But they not probably gonna watch. But you guys who watch all the time gonna know the answers to the questions I ask. The first person that sends the answers to Boxing Fans Talk at Gmail, and I'm going by the date stamp, But the first person that send it there, I'm gonna mail you that TV. It's a 55-inch Samsung QLED top shelf smart TV, and I'm gonna send it to you. And I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to pay for it to be sent to you. But you must subscribe to claim the prize. I'm not sending it to nobody who hasn't subscribed to my channel. Tell your kids that mine's all mine. Tell your kids that mine's all mine. Yeah. Yeah, I know my kid be putting dibs in that. Look, and my kids got me wrapped around their finger now. Because, otherwise it's just sitting there. I don't need it. I got plenty of TVs. I done gave some TVs away. I used to be all into that. Let me have a TV in every room. Shit. Every room ain't occupied, so every room don't got no TV. But my kid has shown an interest in it. I said, no, that's for the raffle. I'm zeroing in the amount of time or minutes that I needed for the credentials, but I need subscribers. So y'all hook me up, work for me. But like I said, if you're being strategic, You might want to say, hey, can you help a friend out? Just subscribe. We just trying to get their subscription up. Don't unsubscribe neither. Just subscribe. They might not like boxing, so don't even tell them to hit the notification bell. But if they like boxing and they say, oh, we want to hear about it and all that, then, tell them do watch it and make sure they hit the like button and all that. But if they just subscribe and it's the same number of people that watch my show, about 100 of y'all, 100 of y'all be watching. Don't look like it when I'm looking at my numbers up here on the screen. It don't be nowhere near 100 people, but as soon as I get out, it'll be like 100 people that y'all was watching. So I just be like, look, it'll be 100 of y'all competing. But as soon as I get to 1,200 subscribers, I'm going to raffle that ticket off by asking like 5 questions. First person to give me the right answers, I'm going by the date and the time. Whoever get there first, you just give me a address and I'll send it to you. On me. Brand new. I bought it brand new. Never been used, never been opened. Claim it before my kids get to it. But other than that, y'all, like I said, it's been kind of like a boring week. Ain't much going on in boxing. We got the Canelo fight. Sure, a lot of y'all gonna watch it. I'm just not with paying no pay-per-view for it. But like I said, if the zone do what they normally do, I'll be able to see it that Sunday. I just can't see it that Saturday night. As long as Jared don't win the TV, I'm good. I think Jared dropped us off. Jared kicked rocks on us. I think so. I don't know. Shout out to you, Jared, if you out there. But that's it, y'all. That's all, folks. Remember, when you know better, you do better. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully there's some news breaking tomorrow. Peace in my Pam voice from Martin.